Good morning, fishing friends. Welcome back to Schools Out Fishing. My name is Dave. This is my buddy Chris.
Morning.
We're fishing on his boat this morning out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Lake is flat enough for us to get this 17-foot boat out. And we're gonna do some talking today about rigging up a small boat. Hopefully the fish are gonna play and we can show you a whole bunch of action. Fishing has not been real great out of Sheboygan, and we're trying to look to change that. We just had some really strong northeast wind blowing the last couple days and blew even warmer water in, but the temps haven't even reached the 70s yet, and down underneath that probably is still pretty cold. Unfortunately, we don't have a temp gauge like on our downrigger balls or anything, but we're gonna give it our best shot and try to get you on some fish. What's going on, pal? What do you got?
We're hooked up here. Our persistence is paying off. I think we may have a lake trout.
We got into 260 feet of water. It's on a flasher fly, coming right in.
He's doing a lot of thrashing.
Yeah, a lot of trashing back there. Yep, oh, salmon. Nice one. Nice one, dude.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a silver salmon, as they'd call them up in Alaska. We call them coho salmon here. Yeah, beautiful fish, Chris. That's a coho salmon. The easiest way to tell on trout and salmon, and this being a coho salmon, is there's no spots on the tail. And the other thing is, if you just kind of rub your finger right across the scales, you'll see that these scales peel off really easy on a coho salmon. It's the smaller of the salmon species. Those live 3 years in Lake Michigan. The king salmon live 4 years in Lake Michigan, so the cohos don't get quite as big. But that one is really, really a tasty fish, and it's gonna be awesome on the grill.
Down 75 feet. Fly flasher.
Got kind of some Mountain Dew tape and a little green fly on there, green and black. When you're fishing Lake Michigan in a smaller boat, typically that means you're gonna have fewer people in the boat with you, which means that you're gonna have to run fewer lines, be more selective about the lines that you're running. The go-to for us for when we're searching, when we're kind of limited to 6 lines, is 2 downriggers, 2 dipsies, and then 2 board lines. And we decided to run 2 colors and then 5 colors of lead core on our board lines today, just to kind of search out and see what the fish wanted. And unfortunately, the fish didn't really tell us much early, and we decided to set everything up because the water is so cold. We brought everything up closer to the surface, and then what do you know? We get a bite down 65 feet. We had pulled a downrigger earlier, and once we got that bite down deeper on a flasher and fly, we decided to run another flasher fly down deeper. It's all about being adaptable, going with your gut, and just kind of playing around. We knew that the fishing wasn't going to be very good before we set out here, but the main thing is that you get out and try it, and try to get something going. And if things aren't going right, adjust, make these little changes until you find something that the fish want, and then make changes from there until you can dial in on them a little bit. And you know what? We could have been sitting on our couch this morning and we wouldn't have caught that fish. It's all about getting out here and getting after it. You gotta at least try.
Oh, good rainfall. Yeah! Yeah! go. Look at him go!
Nice.
That's what we need. A big ripper.
That's what we needed.
Just to get a beaver there. Let me know if you need me to pour water on the reel.
All right, sounds good.
Cool her down a little bit. Everything's coming unglued. You know, some people like to sit on the couch and watch TV for hours. I like to sit on my boat for hours. Weighing them out, eventually they got a bite.
Yep, they gotta get hungry sooner or later.
This is on 5-color lead core. So that lure is probably about 20 feet under the surface. And it's on a board, so these boards are set up that they stay exactly where we hook them in the line. So once Dave gets the board here, we'll have to
Whoa,
unhook.
That is a big fish. Wow.
It's a really nice rainbow, a lot of jumps.
Still there, but it's running right at it. They make runs right at the boat. That's crazy. That's how they try to get off. It actually felt like he got off for a second there. The key now for me to get this board up, leave that board right on the water until it wants to come up on its own. Otherwise the board kind of nosedives. And Chris also makes sure that there's never any slack in the line as he's taking off the board. He even moved his hand toward the tip of the rod so that it couldn't possibly get any slack. So many flies out here. Great! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, that is a huge rainbow. Wow.
Really nice fish.
Wow. That is what I'm talking about right there. Look at the size of that rainbow trout. Crazy. Fatty. Big old orange cracked ice or orange crush spoon. Magnum. Awesome. Let's get this guy in the cooler. I'm going to show you the difference real quick between the coho salmon and the rainbow trout. Sometimes guys do get these a bit confused. Again, the easiest way that I can tell is on the tail. There are no spots on the coho salmon's tail, but on the rainbow trout's tail, it's covered in spots. Another thing is this tail is flat, square, and those rainbows use that as a big paddle to get themselves aerial up out of the water as they're fighting on the line. Coho salmon's tail is slightly forked. Not greatly deeply forked like a lake trout, but just slightly forked. Also, all 3 of the trout species have a white mouth, and both of the salmon species in Lake Michigan have a darker mouth. They say that the coho's mouth might be gray, have black lips or gray lips, and all 3 trout species are white inside the mouth. Okay, Captain Chris, tell us a little bit about your boat. We said it's small. What is it, and what do you like about it?
It's a 17-foot Outrage Boston Whaler center console. It's very, very fishable. There's a lot of space. With the center console, you just have a lot of room to move around. It's really nice for fighting fish, and then for netting that you can walk forward. It makes it a lot easier on your partner to net the fish. Everything's also really pretty spread out. We don't get tangled a lot. Today, obviously, there's only 2 of us, so we can only run 6 lines. But on a nice day like this, if I had more people in the boat, I'd have no problem running 10 to 12 lines comfortably. Pretty versatile too. It's good on the smaller inland lakes, so I like it. Just keep adding a few things here and there, a few extra rod holders here and there. At 17 feet, it allows me to have a lot of fun on the water, whether it's fishing or just family boating. It kind of does it all, so it all depends on what you're looking for. And it catches big fish, most importantly.
Only the biggest.
Only the biggest.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up pretty soon here. We've been out for maybe 4 hours or so. We got a fat coho, a really nice giant rainbow trout. That thing is huge. They are going to be tasty. I can't wait to eat it. Hope you enjoyed watching. I thank you very much.
It's also easy to clean.